Hello, I am a photographer and videographer specializing in birth in Texas. I'm going to be going over a quick tutorial to show you how to make those beautiful carousels and Instagram to show off your photos. And I'm going to be using Photoshop today. If there is an easier way to do this, if you have apps that you like, feel free to put that in the comments. If you learned something, I would love to hear about that. And I hope that you enjoy this video. Let's get started. I love starting with being super organized. So as you can see, I have already broken up 6 different posts I'm going to make from this one birth story, and we are going to be working on post number 2 today. So go ahead and open up Photoshop. We're going to create a new project. I do 1080 by 1080. And then change the resolution to 72 since we are making this for online only. Obviously, I'm going to be using a white background in this one, but if you want to change the color, just go ahead and click on the color, pick something that works best for you, and then press B for the brush tool. Side note, I am a big fan of using keyboard shortcuts. So if I say press B, it's literally just clicking B on your keyboard and you are going to be able to use that tool. All right, so I'm gonna undo that because I obviously want white. So after I have my board all ready, I am just gonna dump all of these photos in here. I'm simply just gonna click enter, 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 enter so that they all get imported. And as you can see, each one will become its own special layer. Turn off all of the photos I am not starting with. So just the 2 that I'm starting with. I always think about what is my next slide gonna look like. For this one, I know this is the photo that's gonna be in my next slide. So I'm going to imagine where it's gonna be and then position it that way. And then now I'm going to adjust what my first slide is, which is this cute picture of a mommy in labor cuddling her oldest daughter. Once I have that placed, I am going to go ahead and save it. I'm going to save it, and this is saving because I already have all the photos in here. Everything is good to go. I'm going to save this now since I have all the photos in. And then I'm going to export as a PNG. Again, just checking my settings really quick. I like to name them by the mom's name is Taylor, and this is post 2 of these Instagram stories I'm doing, and this is slide 1. So as you can tell, I like being super organized. And you can see on the right side of the screen how things will build. So now we're gonna turn off the first photo, and then here's the magic. Now there might be an easier way to create these slides, but this is just what I figured out. I like doing it this way. I feel like it is pretty quick and easy and straightforward and just uses Photoshop. So I'm going to create a masking layer. As you can see, you can just pick that right there. And then we're going to push M to select just the section that's showing on the artboard. I'm going to draw a little rectangle around that section. And then I'm going to make sure that my color is on black. Press B for the brush tool and simply cover that on over. So I'm just brushing that over. I'm doing Command D to deselect the image. And then I'm doing Command left arrow cursor to position the photo on over. So I just want to make sure that it lines all the way up to that left side. And there you have it. There is my second slide. So now the question is, do I want to have a little bit from slide 3 peeking out for this? So I'm just going to work on resizing this a little bit and figuring out how I want to do my third slide. So I'm deciding I want it to be a full picture in there again. And see that left bit there? I'm going to just eyeball to try to get that left side sneaking out. And you know what? These are all mine. I am the artist creating these, so if I decide that slide 3 picture is going to go underneath slide 2 picture, that's how I'm doing it. We're going to export again, export as. If you do the keyboard shortcut for this, good for you. It's a lot of buttons that I don't want to have to memorize. Maybe one day I will. All right, so I just exported slide 2, and then now you'll see it's just kind of getting into a rhythm. and going one after another. Oh, see, I forgot to do marquee first. So M first, and then select the B tool for brushing that out, and then simply move it on over. And enjoy my husband's text messages in the top right corner. I just noticed that it was in the recording. All right, so I've got this placed. I feel pretty good about it. And again, I'm just doing another full-size one. I did a lot last time that had a lot of negative space in it. So this one I want it to be a lot fuller with more images taking up the full space. Exporting this one out, export as. And of course, this is slide number 3. Here we go. So I've already got 3 done. So I feel like this is a quick pattern once you get everything set up. I've got this adorable photo of little sister. Oh, I forgot to keep the size down. So when you're resizing like this, the free transform, if you hold down shift, it will keep the size. Again, Photoshop has a lot of options and a lot of different ways to do things. So if this isn't the way you do it, that's fine. But if I hold down shift before I start dragging free transform, it will keep the ratio of the picture to the original. All right, so now I've got that placed how I want it to be. You could see sweet mama and the oldest in the background. And we've got the youngest with her teddy bear. And now I am deciding what I'm going to do on the next slide after this. So as I'm working on slide number 4, I'm thinking about slide number 5. Sliding that photo over, the same routine. Exporting as. Saving it as our 4th slide. Now I'm going to turn off that photo, and I'm going to do our special trick where we add the masking layer. We do the marquee over it with the selection. We do B to brush it over, and then Command D to deselect. Click V for the pointer, the cursor, and then we're going to do Command left to get that photo in place. Now I decided to try something different this time because that same method of choosing the marquee tool to select what you want to be removed from the photo can help to resize. I don't like the sizing here. I just don't like the photo angle. I want to show more of that photo, but also less at the same time. So I'm just kind of playing around with it to place it where I want it to be. Sure, that looks good. All right, so making sure that I'm on my masking layer, I'm going to click M for my marquee. Now I'm just going to remove what I don't want. I don't want this section of the photo. It's unnecessary. So again, brush tool, B to brush out the black, and then we're going to go back to M for marquee, and we're going to get rid of the side of Dad because it's not needed. So B to brush, and then we're going to Command D to deselect. And export as. I have one more slide to do after this one. So I'm doing our same favorite process, adding that masking layer, clicking M to make the marquee to make our selection, pressing B on black to get rid of the section that I want, Command D for deselect, Command left arrow to move the photo all the way over, so just the side just the amount that hasn't been shown is going to be visible. So I have 2 different landscape pictures here of mom laboring in the tub. I really love both of these, but not to the point where I don't think that they're standalone. So I'm just going to play with resizing and positioning until I feel like I really love it. And again, it doesn't matter if this is chronological order or not. These are my posts. Nobody's fact checking the order that these pictures were taken. So I'm going to go ahead and put that photo on top. And I feel good, so I'm going to go ahead and export it. And this is our final one, which is slide 6. So now it's exported. I'm going to do a final save just because this is where we ended up. And if I ever need to come back, I can. One final step we're gonna go over is after we have exported all these images, let's get them to our phone. So just highlight, select, share, airdrop, and as soon as your name pops up, click on that, and it's gonna go right into my phone. Once it's in my phone, I am going to create a new post. And you already see what I did with my mistake here is I have selected that one. So I unselected it, made it number 6. That's it. Choose 1 through 6 of these posts, checking to make sure that they look all perfect. And now you're ready to write the caption and share. I hope that this helped you. Let me know what you think.